Boom, people, welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna talk about cars and coin event we did last week. This is an event where we get supercars and really smart people in the same room. I wanna break down this event, how it's helped my life significantly, how we help find investors, how find new partnerships, new friends, and just build a better network by doing these fun events. Now, this Cars and Coin we did last Thursday was our fourth Cars and Coin we've done. And truly, the idea behind this originally was just, let's get some fun people in the same room with some cool supercars. We're not gonna pitch anything. There's no pitching allowed. We wanna talk about the next 12 to 18 months that'll happen inside the markets, inside of finance. We're gonna talk about coin. Because right now, all of us are trying to figure out, where do we deploy capital? Where's a good spot to put money? And let's get some smart people in the same room to discuss that. The ones we did last year, we did one at Snowbird Ski Resort. We had over 250 people come to that one. We had exotics, crazy cars. It was awesome. We did one last year at my friend's restaurant, and then also one at the same location we did this one. You're just gonna see it in just a second here. And you know what? With that, let's roll the video. Let's see. You guys can see what it looks like and what we did here. So I'm gonna pause for a second. So the first part you saw, we had a ton of people show up. So it's invite only. You're invited by us, or if you had a friend invite you, you have to be accredited to come to this event. We said, bring a supercar. We had 2 food trucks come and we paid for the food trucks. They gave everyone free food. We had all the cars parked out front. It was awesome. The second half of the event, you're gonna see in a second, we moved to the backyard. So we had everyone go to the backyard. We had chairs lined up and we started through our speaker. So I got up, introduced everybody, and then we went right into John Pennington, my dad. Now, some of you that watch this channel and follow along, my dad's co-founder of a massive multi-deca billion-dollar family of real estate funds, done very, very well, since retired from that, and really just geeks out on economics and what's going on there. So he got up and started to talk about his theory on Bitcoin and also what he thinks the Fed is going to do for the next year to 18 months. And actually how he thinks the Fed is manipulating the price of Bitcoin, similar to how JP Morgan Chase was just fined over $900 million for manipulating the precious metals markets. Anyways, very interesting topic. After him, we had Dan Young get up. Dan got up and talked about, he's on the Intel board of advisors, talked about Intel's plan for a metaverse, what their future of chip technology looks like, especially for crypto as well. And then finally, I got up and we led a discussion on current market. So I asked the group, where do you guys see real estate? And we were in Salt Lake City, Utah at the time, in Utah for the next 12 to 18 months. We said, are we in a recession? Yes or no? Raise your hands. Or do you guys see the stock market up or down 6 months from now? Do you see crypto up or down 6 months from now? We had this really cool time. And at the end, we did something really cool. There's a few friends of mine that love to get together and they do big, large tips for restaurant owners. Typically, restaurants have been hit the hardest during COVID. And so they started to get together and said, let's do a $100 tip all together for this restaurant. And then they graduated and said, hey, let's do a $1,000 tip for this restaurant. So we had a lot of people do $1,000 tips. So they want to do the same thing for the 2 food trucks that came. So the 2 food trucks that were there, we had them come to the backyard. They talked about their business for a second. And I had hand selected these 2 food trucks because they had been struggling a little bit. They only had 1 food truck. The other one had just opened a second one. And we got all the money together. We gave them a tip of $14,700 split between these 2 food trucks. And you're gonna see that in the video in just a second. It was really, really cool to be a part of. So let's let this roll. You guys will see it. So boom, there it is. Now, why throw an event like this? Number one, I said this once, I'll say it 1,000 times. Good fund managers are good marketers. You need to figure out how to market and position yourself in a few different ways. Number one, with investors, how to position yourselves to investors. And there's 3 tiers of finding and scaling with investors. Number one is you got to get in the room where the investors are at. Number 2, you got to convert in the room and build relationships, have rapport. And then step number 3, you got to close those investors into your fund. This is a way that I get in the room with very smart people that like to come and be a part of an event I'm throwing. Number 2, I've mentioned this before on this channel, throwing throwing events is a fantastic way to build your network. Because guess what? When people go to an event, guess who they remember? They always remember the person who threw the event. Hey, Bridger's throwing an event, or remember Bridger's event last year. If you're trying to build a network, this is a huge shortcut to get your name out there, to meet a lot of cool people. And then number 3, I just like doing it. It's just fun. It's fun to me to get to cool cars together, get cool people. It's a good time. And really, I don't have a secret motive. I'm not trying to like do something really cool. I just want to get cool people in the same room, and I want them to talk and meet each other and meet me, and we can have a lot of fun together. And yeah, maybe down the road, you'll invest in our fund, or maybe one day we'll do a deal together partnership, but that's not the purpose of throwing these events. They truly are to have a lot of fun and get a lot of cool people in the same room. So I've told you people before, Bridger, I don't know how to raise money. Bridger, I don't know how to find investors. Get out there, go to events or throw your own events. Or I've told you guys before, start a podcast, start a show, start inviting guests on your show. These are easy wins for you to build a brand, build a name for yourself inside of this space when you're trying to find investors and find capital and find people around your network. Now, additionally, we're going to throw more of these in the future. So if you guys want to come, comment on the video below and if you can like this video and comment, say, hey, I want to come to the next one. We're planning on making a public version of Cars and Coin a few months from now. So if you guys want to come, comment below like I'm in, or I want to come to the event, and we'll make sure you guys can see in the future. We're going to put out some stuff where you guys can get out and get to one of these events that we're throwing for a public Cars and Coin. Y'all are amazing. If you want to learn how funds work, we have a free course below. Click on the other links right here where you guys can see other videos on how to start a fund, how to scale a fund, investing, things that we do, and way to look at economics. You can see them all right here. You guys are amazing. See you in the next video.